What's up, YouTube? All right, today, well, I have an exhaust manifold gasket, or I have a exhaust leak, and I need to get it fixed. As you can see, when I got these Sicky headers, as you can see, when I got the Sicky headers, they came with some thin paper gaskets, and I thought that they would be okay for a while, but they were not. If you can see on right in here, it's already blown out. And I mean, the paper ones, even with some copper gasket sealer, it blew out. And this was probably less than 50 miles of driving, and well, I mean, it's crap. So paper's crap. Do yourself a favor. I went ahead and picked up some AC Delco. I got this part number, and these are the metal layered gaskets, and these are supposed to be much better, and I got to put those on. So the first thing I got to do is take off all the spark plug wires. And as I'm taking off the spark plug wires, I'm doing this because a lot of people, what happens is when they take off the exhaust manifold right here, it slips, it falls, and then it snaps the spark plugs in two. If you think that you can do it without it, then you have one less step. But I don't want to have to go buy another, spark plug or a couple spark plugs if I end up snapping them. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Now that I got all the spark plugs out, I could work on taking off the exhaust manifold bolts, spreading the exhaust manifold back, and getting the gasket off. I'm assuming it's going to because of the copper gasket, it's going to peel off in, a bunch of different pieces, and I'm going to have to get a razor blade to clean it off. But let's go ahead and get that. For if you're doing it with the Sicky ones, it came with a 6mm Allen head or a Torx bolt. So I got off all the exhaust manifold bolts. I pull it off. It actually came off the engine very clean, but it's stuck pretty well on the exhaust manifold. So let me get a screwdriver and try to pry it off. Hopefully it comes off in one nice piece so I don't have to razor blade it all down. And I've been screwdrivering this a little bit, and for the most part it's come out. Let me reach down and grab it. It came out pretty well. Let's see. Let me grab the thing here. You can see that there's a leak right there, and the big leak right there, another leak right there. This I think I did pulling it off, but that, yeah, that's bad. So what I'm trying to do now is splitting this apart and scraping off all the old residue that's left on the header. That way this one gets a good seal. I couldn't get down there very well with a razor because, I mean, it's all attached. So I had my pick, and I slowly picked all the way around where I saw, the places that came out, just those 3 spots. And I picked that off, cleaned it up, and now I'm ready to slide this on. Easy to tell which way it goes. The center ones, you know, go up, the bolt holes go up, and that's that. So let me go ahead and get these slid on. Make sure you are putting some anti-seize on your exhaust manifold bolts. You don't want them seizing up and having them break off inside the head like I had the other stock ones. All right, so what I did is I got one, I put one in, and I got anti-seize, and I put one in the far back, made sure that was lined up. Then I took that one back out, put some anti-seize on it. I didn't know how long it'd take to get it to, you know, fit in there, because the headers, you know, kind of pull and stuff like that. So I didn't want to put it in on the first one. Now that I got those lined up, one on the back, one toward the front, all these should just bolt right in. Now that I got all the bolts down in there, I'm gonna tighten from the center out. I think it's like, you know, 18, 20 foot-pounds, something like that. I'm not overly worried about it. Get that done, and since I have a little bit of extra anti-seize, I'll probably, you know, put a little on the spark plugs, see how that, because sometimes they get kind of seized up in there, and they're kind of hard to break off sometimes, stuff like that. But all right, well, please, again, you know, help me get to that 1,000. Subscribe, comment, like, do all that stuff, and see you next video. Peace.